right, light blowing through our trend line. Hey, what's up, Rob? Oh yeah, it was great, man. Halloween's always fun. Kids had a blast. Got a couple pieces of candy. Yeah, kids filled up their buckets. Pretty good. It was pretty good. How about you, Rob? Our Skyworks got an upgrade today and gapped up 6+%. So that's fun. All right, court's stalling right there at the moment. Buddy Coop looks like it's got a down day yesterday. INMD. Um, a little cold. Yeah, good thing about Arizona is it's not cold during the holidays. It's got, you know, light jacket weather, at least for Arizona, which means it was 70. Yeah, just watch it for a little bit if you already got kicked out of it. Just yeah, just watch it. If it starts curling back up on you, just pick a level where you're interested in getting back in. If you wait to the pop up, I mean, you're already up like 8%. I don't like getting in something that's up 8%. So, actually, it's within a viable range currently. Yeah, a little bit harsh, but it was within it's within normal ranges here. You, you kind of have to expect something like that every once in a while, you know? Stocks generally don't go straight up like some of these have, but even BLD has some spikes down in here. Very few, but it's got some. Looks like earnings 153 happened there. Light continuing. Carvana looks like it may try to at least go back in and test the highs a little bit. Earnings are coming up in a week. Momo, I'm actually kind of liking Momo this morning. It's very tight right here. Hold on a second. Um, yeah, Momo's not too bad. It's pretty tight right here. We're going sideways right in the middle of this range. So we're likely to get a resolution to this fairly soon. Um, Iffy doing well, breaking over that little flat area. This is basically still buyable from the gap up. If you look at this on the 5-minute chart, we talk about the opening ranges on the gap up day. And look at that, we're pretty much right there. We're still in that opening range from the other day. So it's been squeezing into it. This is a nice ascending triangle. We could see a nice move up here from Iffy. Euro page PFTT lower. Disney actually not doing too bad down here. It's like earnings coming up 11/7. So next Thursday. That's going over a line right there. I was trying to get over this little consolidation. Yeah, it kind of looks like it is. That could be maybe an interesting buy for Disney as it tries to pop up out of a low area as a higher low. I'm not too mad at that. Intuit, similar situation if that tries to pop up. CRM's already tried to pop up. Transport still back in the channel. And Goose hasn't decided it wants to go. Man, Twitter has a big gap on Twitter. GLD holding above the trend line, hasn't made any additional moves yet. I think the market still thinks it wants to rally. Kind of putting gold on hold. Ring is over trend lines. All right, so take a look at the global watch list. AMED looks like it's up significantly. Same with Fortinet. Fortinet in this much larger pattern forming here for about a year now. Remember we had a cup and handle here. Remember that guy? Cup and handle, failed breakout. Actually, yeah, it's a cup and handle. Cup and handle with a failed breakout, and now we're trying to come back. That's not too bad. Can't necessarily. I mean, we could rally straight from here. Hard to imagine that would happen, but weirder things. And Skyworks not basing at all. Not basing. We didn't even get. I was looking for something like this, maybe some sideways, but nope. Skyworks popping right up. Carvana's up there. Most of our stocks are up here. ENDP. Let's see what's going on with these guys. I think it's got to be an opioid something or other because there's just nothing else here. It just happened. Okay. Endo International. They do generic pharmaceuticals in the areas of brand management. Or pain management, excuse me. Not quite sure. Negative 32% EPS change last quarter. Negative 2% sales. Yeah, it looks like it's an opioid, which is why it's down so far. Any drug company that's down this far has got to be related to opioids. But look at the accumulation over here recently. A ton of volume has stepped in on this guy. And it looks like it may be curling up for a next pop. Yeah, ENDP settled the opioid. Allergies are killing me. There's definitely some nice volumes right there. Not sure if today we're going to start rallying, but we have a series of higher lows over here on the right. That could lead to maybe another pop-up. That is a lot of volume for this stock. There's Regeneron again. So a little shakeout yesterday. Today, all over the place. 11.5, so next week is earnings for Regeneron. Let's see what's lower today. Casa down 33%. Whoa. That is huge. ANET down a ton on earnings. The hell's that about? Wait a minute. So Goldman adds Arista Networks to Conviction buy list. These other douchebags cut it and it drops by 23%, 26%. Imagine being a CEO and then watching your stock go down by a quarter. You're like, I've got 10 million in options. Looks like it's 7.5 million now. That's gotta suck. Well, that's a big price target cut from 287 to 193. Dang. It's a $100 price target cut. Citigroup maintains buy. Goldman Sachs. That's weird. Especially for Arista Networks, that's a pretty quality stock. It's been so for a long time. Wow. Okay, I guess it is what it is. CD&A. The Funko, not so fun. This SOI, TZA heading lower as the market heads higher. Lots of green up in here. INMD coming back a little bit. Buddy Coop, Carvana doing well up here. And Skyworks holding that 6% so far. So not bad. Some good jobs numbers pre-market, giving the market a little bit of a boost there. So we're still pointing at highs. I mean, we're actually made a new high today, so market's in a good spot. So market's moving up. It's not a crazy, insane rally. Could turn into one. We see things start to turn around here in a couple of leading sectors. We'll start to see this NASDAQ just do this. Just walk up, couple red, few green, couple red, few green. Before you know it, you're up 10% in the NASDAQ. So don't forget to trade. That ENDP's got some crazy volume down there. And right now you're at what, 4.7. So if you get up to 18, you're looking at almost a 400% gain, or that'd be a 300% gain. Almost a 300% gain. Just getting back up to 18. I don't know if it's capable of doing that, but I mean, it has a ton of volume down here. It's really just a lot of volume. Hard to throw something like that out. What's the market cap? 1 billion, so not very big. But you can see this morning looking pretty good. Kind of like Mr. ENDP here. What do you got going on, ENDP? Just from a charting perspective with volume, other than that, I know nothing about it. 11.5 earnings on Monday or Tuesday? Tuesday. X is up big today. Oh, wow, yeah, 16%. Look at that accumulation. Wow. That is some nice accumulation. That could turn the tide. Look at that volume. That's spectacular. Similar to what we're seeing with ENDP. Very similar. I'm not really too mad at U.S. Steel down here. Look at how far it's come in the past 2 years. I'm not sure if they're steels, if they're better due to the China thing, but U.S. Steel reports 3-quarter loss on falling sales. That's funny. Has some good volume this morning. Tesla looks like it's still chopping around, hanging out a little lower. I mean, so far 3 days holding that up here. Hopefully we won't see another major leg lower. I was hoping yesterday with this action and this kind of tighter action, we would start to rally a little bit today. Maybe we'll see it later in the day. We still haven't taken out the lows of yesterday. If we do, then that probably puts that at risk. NASDAQ doing good though. Can't argue too much with that. All right, ENDP, you look like you want to run. What are we doing with you? I like getting back up to 18. That seems like fairly promising. Huh. That's a big road to hoe, though. Maybe 10's a little more manageable. It's a lot of volume right there between earnings. Gap down on earnings and it just kept going up. I mean, we rallied. We've doubled since earnings. That's crazy. Looks like we're doing pretty good this morning here. Let's look up pending lawsuits for Endo. This is one of those horrible companies that moved to Ireland just to save some tax money. It's a bunch of douchebags. Just not let them sell in the U.S. anymore if they do that. Expatriated companies can't sell in the U.S. anymore. Sounds good to me. Wish it was just a list of lawsuits. Just that Ohio thing, but could be more on the burner coming up. That's the thing. There's 2,300 lawsuits by state and local governments. Hmm. You like the death stocks, huh there, Rob? Yeah, one good thing about some of these is some of these, depending on why they drop, can go down a lot lower. So you can end up maybe making some good shorts. I was thinking about that lately. We've seen a couple ones go down significantly and keep going down, like Beyond Meat. Good example of that. This one is rolling, cascading over. Told you guys this thing would be getting down here to 45 again. Oh, that'd have been a good entry right there. So market's in a good spot. We're still poking into highs. There's no major hesitation here yet. The market's doing good things. If, like I said, if we start to see rallies in a lot of other sectors, it's gonna be pretty good. Take a look at new highs lists. You've got Celgene, which is at 52-week highs. It's good composite rating right there on Celgene, CNXN. Dang, that's at a high. EDU. EPRT, SP. New highs today. Store. TRNO. VRTX. BLD. CSGS. Diode. Dang, look at that thing. Sherwin-Williams. Why is that on here? Must be an old list. Sherwin-Williams. This thing is ridiculous. Site, Spar, SUI, BMY. Oh, that's a good one. Nice breakout. Cintas. Oh, that one's nice. Consolidated Water. The hell is that about? That's a really nice cup base right there. We're not even forming a handle, it looks like. Good FS. Oh. FSBW. What's FSB? What? It's not the right one. Oh, CWCO. Okay. 97 composite rating, 70 EPS rating, 95 relative strength rating, A+ industry group. Accumulation distribution is B. 95 relative strength rating is good. EPS could be better. Ranking within utility water supply. That's a nice pattern right there. I'm not sure what it's doing, but went from 3 to 37, the early 2000s. Let's keep an eye on this one. That is a nice cup base. Very concise. Nicely managed. Only thing it's missing is really volume on the right side. We got some volume right here. Right there. Okay, that's not too bad. Okay. FSBW, 52-week highs. That is a nice gap up. ResMed with a gap up there. Looks like that's going parabolic. CW, there's finally something maybe actionable. Man, everything is just in the stratosphere. And this guy is loosely actual earnings yesterday. Yeah, looks like pretty good for Curtiss-Wright. What are you, Curtiss-Wright? 95 EPS, 95 composite rating. That says that it's outperforming 95% of all stocks within all the IBD indicators. 89 EPS rating, which is great. 89 relative strength, 87 relative strength rating, which is also good. A- industry group. Sales margin and SMR. What's the R? Sales margin and something. I forget. Return on equity. That's right. There we go. Yeah, B plus on accumulation distribution. So, this is cool. CRC up 45%. Doesn't look like it. Oh, that's weird. Did something. I don't know. That's a lot. 45% is a lot. NASDAQ 0.83% higher. Doing pretty good for a Friday. Hopefully volume can keep up, but it doesn't look like it's going to. Hope we don't gap down next week. That's the risk you take when you have a light volume day on Friday, which rallies tremendously. So I think I'm going to bounce out of here, guys. Next week the market opens an hour later, so I will be jumping on right about now. I'll try to do my stuff with the kids before if they're up. We'll see how that goes. That's always fun. Skyworks looks like it's just poised to continue higher. Looking nice and tight. We're squeezing here. So break of this opening range coming up is probably buyable. We never did have a consolidation on Skyworks. Momo looks pretty good too, extending this morning. Actually, I'm not really mad at this at all. I kind of like it. Yeah, look at the volume. It's almost half of yesterday already. Very heavy volume this morning. Momo looks really good. With this overall squeeze, maybe we'll pop higher here. Light looks like it's already doing that, breaking our trend line. So we're seeing some trend lines break. We're seeing, good bullish things happen. And I would just assume we're going to stay bullish. Nothing really holding us back at this stage. Not really, unless China comes up and bombs something. I don't know. AMD even reaching for highs right here. Kind of lulling you asleep but ripping your face off at the same time. Interesting how that happens. So, all right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Have a good day. I will see you on Monday. All right, bye-bye.